Hi guys, since there is many people asking me for my build, I will try to explain you everything as a Paladin healer. And guys, I'm sorry if my English isn't perfect. I will try to be the more clear as possible. And if you have any question, just use the commentary section, and I will answer you anyway. Okay, so to start right away with the statistics that you want as a Paladin healer is intelligence, knowledge, and wisdom. Intelligence is giving you more ability power like wisdom, but intelligence give you also maximum mana that you can run, and the wisdom is for the mana recovering. And of course the knowledge gives you critical hit, but you also want the acceleration, mainly for acceleration to reduce your casting spell time. So the more you have, the more quickly your spell are going to be cast. To continue with the gear, right now it's very difficult to get heroic gear in the game since there is not much possibilities, sadly. So I'm running with the 37 gear from the dungeon with a little bit of upgrades, and the 45 green gear that you can buy on the merchant. Blue weapon with the blue shield, and try to get a weapon with the good bonus. As you can see, mine is giving me 10 seconds less on my cooldown for the sacred ground, which is nice, I think. And shield, of course, if you can get something better than I have. And heroic jewels like ring and necklace, so you can have a better gear. Right now that's pretty much you can have, because the armor smithing is quite bugged. I mean, you cannot finish the armor smithing quest, and you cannot pass master, so you can only get this by handiwork. And if you get lucky, of course, some gear in dungeons, or I don't know. Anyway, so that's pretty much for the gear, and we go for the spell right now, and the build, of course, the main core. So for dungeons, this is the build that I'm using. I will try to explain everything. Of course, you want to get much sapphire as much as possible, so you can upgrade more your spells. You can get more sapphire at level 45 if you actually finish the migratory quest. This is the 43 dungeon quest, which will give you 120 sapphire more. So I'm boosting the increased intelligence and wisdom because I want more mana back, of course. Healing beacon. This is the main spell that you are going to use to start your combo. And of course, I'm upgrading the healing by 5% every time. I don't care about the cooldown reduction because it's already like 7 seconds is enough, I think. Healing bright lines, a little bit more of healing, so that's a casting spell on only one target, but it's a really good one. You don't have to push enough. I mean, I have only 2 sapphire on it, but as you can see, it heals like 3000. It's pretty much good when you have some mages on ranger. You can actually heal them with only with this spell. I mean, it's pretty good. The sacrifice that I will talk after, but I want to talk about first the hot spells. Healing Grace will give you more breathing room. I mean, you can cast an hot on someone and start to heal another guy with this. So what I'm doing right now, just decrease a bit the mana consumption, so I can cast more heals and still have a good HPS. And this one are the same. Of course, the sacrifice, which heals a lot, but you can also die from this. So right now I don't have to push more further because it's I think with 2 points in this it's enough. You're going to get people full life in like one maybe two hits. So I think it's quite enough. Of course, healing grace again, the second spell you use. Uh, uh, that's like a pretty powerful hot that you can put on people. So maximize this. So when you maximize this, you will put less healing on people, on focusing on people, and you can focus on other people with this one. I mean, so the healing light like this increase healing every time. I don't want to increase range size. Paladin has to be in very good positioning every time. You have to be in rage every time, so you don't want to use this anyway. Another healing brilliance, just make it like the same amount of healing, so it's quite good. Awareness, so when you run this you want to decrease the mana consumption. Again, if you want to heal more, you will need more mana, so you don't want to put more chance, because to remind you guys, this is a 40% chance that your next healing light, the next combo, will be instantly cast. So you don't want more any chance. It's 40% it's enough. You just want more mana. I'm using a point on the increased chance for the other one because they are not the same. If you see the spell, this one is for instant healing light and this one is for instant beacon of healing. Yeah, so if I run on this, I mean, I can instantly get my beacon of healing. Sometimes it's not working every time, as you can see, but it's like something that you want to know. As you can see, it get instant, but 40% is more than enough. But if you can increase a bit more, it will be great too, because beacon, I mean healing beacon is your bread and butter spell. You pretty much heal everyone with this, so that's it for this combo. Of course, blessing can give you 15% more healing on the target where you use blessing, and you want to push it more further so you can get more healing on the person. Like if you use blessing on a tank with healing grace, you get very powerful hots, and you will do less healing. I mean, you will do more passive healing than focus on healing brilliance or healing beacon things, since you can do the healing grace combo with the blessing. And of course you can stack healing grace plus the other healing grace that sacrifice or healing brilliance is giving you. So imagine that you can put on the tank blessing plus 2 stacks of healing grace. It's quite a lot of healing, passive healing. And the biggest important thing is prayer. I think you want to get more mana back as much as possible. It gives you 40% mana back, so you want to get the more mana as you can. So these three are very good. I'm not using sacrifice The sacrifice stance, because you can have pretty much the same in healing spec, but healing spec is way more better, since you cannot heal everyone with retribution, and you cannot heal every time with sacrifice. So I mean, the shield could be great. I've never tested the shield, but you you're losing way too much with the healing specs anyway. Protection is my second spec stance, sorry, when I'm in dungeon by default. But you will want just just sometimes, if you have to DPS a boss to help your DPS, you will switch on prot, and yeah, you just do the basic combo. And interaction tactics, this one, this is the one like I'm running on the secondary stance, like for the last boss on Migratoris. If I want to, I don't know, if I want to root a mob, so I can have the chain. And this one you can give a bit of mana back, like this one gives you 5% mana back, and this one more recovery mana, a little bit more damage. So that's a good off spec, I mean off stance, if you want to do a little bit of damage, but it's pretty huge mana consumption. So use it only if you know you can get enough mana back. And of course, I don't want the convention effect. I don't care about the convention effect, since I know that I'm going to stay in the stance for quite a long time. I just want to increase the wisdom and intelligence, of course. So that's pretty much it for the stance. We will do the non-chain skill right now. I'm not using concentration. Purify, it depends on the boss. Like you can use it on there is a boss on the 45 dungeons, Paladin runes, where you have to dispel some stacks, some poisons, and there's pretty much different bosses that you can run with Purify. Otherwise, in main, I use Endure. You can dispel yourself and be immune to everything. So that's pretty much a game breaker, I think. But anyway, and the Resurrect, of course. It works also as a combat race, so you want it anyway. So as you can see, I don't have many upgrades right there. I don't think that you need one, except for the resurrection. I want, like, if someone is dying in combat, I want to raise him the fastest as possible. So that's why I'm using only 1 point. Transcend, which makes you able to cast while running. Pretty good spell, but very situational. You can use it on trash mobs, on different bosses, but yeah, very situational. Holy Explosion, only using this on PvP, not in PvE. And Sacred Guards, that's the main spell I'm using, because it reduces by 20% the damage that you and your allies are taking. And yeah, a little bit of speed reduce for the enemies, but we don't care. And I have also increased the duration by 20%, mana cost, and that's pretty much it. You can see the combo right there. And Wraith of God, the big burst damage that you can provide to your allies. You can see I just upgraded by 5%. At the basic spell, it's 25% more damage, and now it's 5%. And increase the cooldown time by 15 seconds, but you can get 5% more ability power and physical. I mean, magic attack power and physical damage. It's pretty huge. Oh yeah, as you can see, I'm in game for quite a long time right now. And this is my ability. I tried to mix it up a bit, because I want a certain point in different statistics. but also I really want this one. If you click it, you can go and wait, I cannot see. Okay, I want the maximum power and wisdom. That's my main goal right there. But if you can see, this one gives more vitality and knowledge. I wanted to get the knowledge right there, and here I get wisdom and strength, but I mainly want the wisdom and a bit of tankiness by physical defense and magic defense. And here I'm just following the path to get this one, and of course a bit of wisdom right there. So I think that's pretty much it for the build that I'm running. The only tips that I can give is try to be I mean, the best positioning you have, the less healing that you will do. That's the main tips that I can give you guys. And once again, sorry for my English if I'm not perfect. I will answer every question that you're asking, and I can give you more details if you want. Thank you guys. Bye.